Number 4, got soot in it. Number 3, got soot in it. Number 2, got soot in it. Number 1, not so much. Something's definitely been going wrong with number 1 cylinder. I would have liked to have been able to say, there you go, that's the problem, but I can't, to be honest.
Your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode. As you would have seen in my last episode, I got the engine running in Alice. We fine-tuned it a little bit, turned the idle up and sorted out a couple of vacuum leaks and things like that. It runs alright, doesn't run too bad. Problem is, it smokes like mad. We've done a compression test on the engine. Well, I'll talk you through it. It didn't run very well. I found I got a vacuum leak there, so I changed that pipe. I also found I needed to connect the PC valve together, so I've done that. It ran kind of alright, not fantastically, so I got a new set of plugs, changed them, runs better. The problem I've got now though is that it doesn't run perfectly. So we did a compression test on it on Wednesday, I think it was, last week, and it's got good compression on 3 cylinders. Number 2, number 3, number 4 have all got about 12 bar, which is pretty much what I'd expect. Number 1 it's only got 9 bar, so I'm down on pressure on number 1 cylinder, and as you can see, it is smoking like mad. So I think I've got to get some piston rings for it. Now it's Friday today, so I'm going to get the engine pulled apart, but it's Friday today, which means next Saturday, in 1 week, I'm going to the car show. So I've got to get the top off, I've got to get the pistons out, get a new set of rings, a head gasket, new set of bolts, and put it all back together again in less than a week. Now, as luck would have it, it's not a complicated engine. What I need to do is get the intake manifold off, I need to get the exhaust manifold off, I need to get the thermostat housing off, obviously the cam belt's got to come off, got to get the rocker cover off and the camshafts out, and then I can pretty much unbolt the head from the block. So it's not a complicated job. There's probably more room in this engine bay than it is on the original Mondeo. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse and I'm going to start pulling that off. Took me about an hour to pull that off, which isn't too bad really. So now I need to get the measure the pistons so I know what they are, and I need to get the head gasket off so I can see what kind of a head gasket it is. Apparently there are 2 different types of rings and there's about 5 different head gaskets, so I want to get them off so I can get the right ones straight away. And like I say, it's not a bad job. It took me an hour. I knew roughly what I was doing, so, but yeah, it's not too bad. Inlet manifold off, exhaust manifold off, cooling system off, camshafts off, and then it's just undo the bolts and the head pulls off. Right, let's get some parts ordered. Quick observation: number 4 got soot in it, number 3 got soot in it, number 2 got soot in it, number 1 not so much. Something's definitely been going wrong with number 1 cylinder. Well, that's the pistons out. The only thing I can really see is that this one is pretty dirty, the others look fairly clean. I would have liked to have been able to say, there you go, that's the problem, but I can't, to be honest. So I don't exactly know the problem, not exactly. I'm hoping that it's that one that's been letting oil past it, with it being a lot dirtier than the others. But I don't know. There's nothing that kind of jumps out and says, oh look, that's broken, or oh that's the problem. So I've got a pile of bits, a hole in my engine, or 4 holes in my engine. I'm not quite sure what the problem is yet. But so before we go any further, I'd love to know, what do you guys think? Is there anything else I should have thought of? Is there anything else you think the problem might be? Put a comment down below and I'll have a look at them and see if we can come up with something together. So the reason I say I'm not 100% sure is because number 1 cylinder is the one that's down on compression. Number 2 cylinder is the one that looks sooty and horrible but had good compression. Number 3 looks okay, had good compression, and number 4 looks okay and also had good compression. I would have expected, with this one being down on compression, I would have expected this one to look like that one, really, meaning that the oil is kind of escaping that way past the oil rings, but it doesn't. That one looks worse, to be honest. The other thing, number 1 cylinder, as you can see on the picture, is really clean. Number 2, number 3, number 4 all look fairly sooty.
Several days later.
So some of you that have seen on Instagram will know I'm taking this right down to the wire. Monday I ordered the parts last Friday. Monday the parts arrived and they've managed to order 1 set of rings to a 4-cylinder car. So I had to order the extra 3. When they arrived on Wednesday, they were the wrong ones. So I had to order a new set Wednesday, and they've arrived today, which is Friday afternoon. So now I took some time off work and I'm going to put the car together, and it's Friday afternoon. Tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, the show starts, and I need to have the car there by then. So I'm going to put the car together now. This is going to take me a few hours, but I'll come back to you guys when we turn the key, and hopefully the engine starts and drives and stops burning oil.
2 hours later.
Right, we're definitely not going to the car show now. I've got all the parts for the car, and I made a really bad mistake. I put the camshafts in with the timing bar across there, and I put the camshafts in upside down without realizing, snapped the camshaft. So I'm definitely not going to a car show tomorrow with this car anyway, and I'll need to get a new exhaust camshaft. So that's the end of that. That's definitely not going to be fixed tonight. What a bad mistake. There's not a lot I can do about it now. I broke a camshaft. It's Friday evening. It's 5:30 Friday evening. I'm not going to get a camshaft before tomorrow morning, and that's it. I may as well give up now. That's it. Well, if you like what you've seen in this episode, I don't really like what I've seen in this episode, especially the end of it. But if you want to see more videos, press that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.